Morning, everybody. We did some fishing yesterday. We went out, took some noodles. You see our TWRA number on there. It's a little fade. I got to add that back. But we took some noodles, and we caught a nice mess of catfish. And noodles is a good way to do it. And I'm just going to talk to you about that a little bit today. And we used a mixture. We used some livers. We got this for $1.84, our local Piggly Wiggly. We used some shrimp. My daughter had some cooked shrimp, and she ate a few of them and then left the rest, and we put them in the freezer. And so we used cut up some shrimp, and that made a really good kind of, if you're familiar using like a bobber stop to help hold things on, like a trailer hook on a spinnerbait. We used that as a way of just pinning some of the material, the liver. We had some liver in there, and we had some shad, some smaller shads, and some gizzard shad. We used that shrimp to help hold those on the hook so they couldn't get them off. We took some strawberry jello. So we put that liver, we cut up our shad. See if you can see some of that right here. We got some threadfin shad in there. We had some gizzard shad. I think we've already used all the bigger gizzard shads. You can see we chunked that up. We added our liver, we added our cooked shrimp, and we added in that jello. We just made a mixture for these channel cats. Made a mixture for our channel cats, and we let that sit in there for about an hour or two. And we took our noodles, with our TWRA number on there. And sometimes we used, I believe this is a, maybe a Kale style hook, but we also used some circle hooks. And we used about 3 foot of line. We're fishing in backwater areas, and we don't need a whole lot of line. We just tie that on there. This is 20-pound line. Generally, I like to use heavier line, like 50-pound monofilament. I know a lot of guys like to use some other type of string, but I've tried them side by side, and for me, I've always done better with the monofilament for the water that we're fishing. It's a little clearer, the water we fish in Tennessee River and backwaters. It'll be muddy, but for whatever reason, I catch more on the monofilament. Here's one that you can buy, years ago you could anyway, from Walmart. It has a little handle here, and circle hook, some weights, if you can see that there. Those are just some homemade weights that we made out of tire weights. We took those and melted them down, and had some molds and did those. And the good thing about these noodles, you can just wrap them up and just push that hook back into it, tighten it up, pull it tight, and then you put it back in there. It gives you a nice compact thing that you can stick, about 20 of them in a bag. We were fishing with 14 yesterday, and we did really good. But yeah, the mixture for the channel cats worked really well. If you haven't tried doing a mix with the jello and with the shrimp really was handy. If you're using the chicken livers, you know they can come off the hook pretty easy. But if you'll sandwich those between a couple pieces of shrimp, that'll make it a lot easier to keep that on the hook.